G'day guys, how's it going? Right, obviously if you're watching this video, you are a beginner to camping or you're looking at starting to camp off your motorcycle. Or you are an expert camper and you're going, what the hell is Mark up to now? Right, I just want to let you know, I've been doing this for, I don't know, a decade or more, pretty much all the time. So I have camped off all these bikes. So we've got a Cruiser there, we've got a Honda CT 110 there. Actually, I've got a that's a CB 250. It's a Scrambler Cafe Racer type thing. I haven't actually camped off overnight on that bike. That's going to be a challenge for me, doing it without any bags, well, saddlebags at least. Chucking it all on my back and maybe a small bag on the back of it. And then of course we've got this legendary bike, a DR650. This is a super duper dual sport, take you anywhere in the world. It'll get you there and it'll bring you back. Brilliant bike for hitting all the trails, and this thing will carry whatever the hell you want to strap to it. Brilliant bike. So this is basically for beginners that haven't done it before. I know there are a lot of videos out there. This is how I think, after all my experiences, how you should think about it and how to get into it. This is going to be a series of videos, but this is just an overview on this video. And what I want to do is just to break it down. So here is a list. This is 8 things, is how I break up everything that I need to take on a camping trip. And we're going to call this an overnight one. Now there's something like a first aid kit is not going to be included in this, because if you are riding around on a motorbike, you should already have some type of first aid kit. We'll touch on that type of stuff later. As I said, it's a review. The next following videos are going to hone down into what type of tent and sleeping bags and all that kind of stuff. But this is all you need to be able to jump on your bike, you carry what I tell you now, and you should be able to camp comfortably and come away and then work out whether you want to do that or not. And then you can start upping your ante and then personalizing the stuff that you want to bring for yourself. Let's get into the breakdown. Right now guys, bear with me, it will get a little bit more exciting than shit bloody coming up on this wall. I just want to go through those categories again. So I've got house, wardrobe, bathroom, kitchen, pantry, water, junk drawer, luggage. So that's it. 8 things is all you have to remember, and then there are a series of things in each of those categories. Once you've got that covered, you can jump on your bike, go and camp anywhere, and you'll be all sweet. Now, you might have thought, Mark, why do you have water all by its own category? Maybe it should go in the pantry. No, water is super duper important, so it gets its own category and it's the only thing in there. Okay, so the first thing, the house and the stuff that goes in the house. So the house is where we sleep, where we can store stuff, get out of the rain, all that kind of bullshit. So we need a tent, we need a sleeping mat, we need a sleeping bag, a pillow, and a chair. And you might go, oh, chairs, you don't need a chair, you can just sit on the ground or whatever. If you want to be comfortable, and that's the thing, we want to be comfortable, you need a chair of some description. It makes the experience a whole lot better. Righto, next one's easy, the wardrobe. So, t-shirt, socks, and jocks. That's it, that's all you need. Normally what you're wearing when you're riding, you can bum around bloody camp in that stuff and not have to bring extra shoes and pants and stuff like that. So that's really all you need. And the reason why you want that is that if you do happen to get wet, you don't want to go to sleep with wet stuff on. So you can rip all your stuff on, put on your bloody socks, jocks and t-shirt, go to sleep being dry, warm, wake up in the morning, then you can, if it's still, your stuff's still wet, you can put it on and get the hell out and ride home. Easy. Bathroom, right. Toilet paper, number 1. Don't want to get stuck out there without the toilet paper. Sometimes you'll go to a public toilet, no toilet paper. Don't want that to happen, bring the toilet paper. A toothbrush and toothpaste so you can do your stuff in the morning, makes you feel fresh. Even I've added in there deodorant and a brush, because they're things that you're normally used to doing, and if you're getting up out of your tent and whatever, brushing your teeth, throwing a bit of deodorant, that smell is going to, and brushing your hair, it's just going to make a good feeling and get you fresh for getting up and packing up and all that kind of stuff. The last thing is a towel. A towel, obviously, if you're wetting your hair and bloody your face and all that, just to, you know, freshen up, you can wipe yourself down. But the other thing with the towel is that your tent in the morning, if it's got a lot of dew on it, you can wipe that dew down with the towel, and then the sun will help dry that up a whole lot quicker, much quicker, if you're leaving early in the morning, which is most of the times what we do. So having that wipe down the dew, the tent dries a whole lot quicker when you're putting it in your pack. Brilliant. Okay, so now we're up to the kitchen. What do we need in the kitchen? Obviously we need a stove of some description, some way to cook, boil water on. We need a pot, we need a cup, and we need a spoon. That's it. That's all you need. Okay guys, so there's only 2 items that we're gonna need in the kitchen, and that is, remember, keeping it very, very simple. A can of, I don't know, steak and vegetables, bloody chunky soup or something like that to have for dinner. And then something to drink, coffee, you could have tea or whatever. If you do the coffee, you can have those satchels. That's all you need. A satchel into a cup, pour your boiling water in, give it a stir, drink a rooney. Brilliant. So remember, it's just an overnight. We arrive there, we set up camp, we have our dinner. In the morning, we get up, have a cup of coffee. You can have a coffee the night before as well. And then away we go. You can grab breakfast on the way if you want to. This is the whole thing, just keeping it very simple, testing out whether you want to do this shit. Doesn't get any easier than this, guys. Water, boom. Bring water. However you can bring it, bring it. We'll go through ways to bring water and best practices of carrying water in future ones. Okay, so we've got the junk drawer next. So simple, we need a lighter of some description to be able to light a fire. Now, take a fire lighter, a fire starter with you. It'll make the job of getting a fire lit and up and going so much, and I mean so much easier than just mucking around trying to do it without it. You can do it, no worries, but, so a lighter, a fire starter, you want a torch so that you can bloody see at night time, whether it's in your tent or around the camp or going for a leak or whatever, and bug spray. Do not forget the bloody bug spray, because I tell you what, if those mosquitoes are zipping and zapping at you, that's not comfortable for anybody. So bug spray. Righto guys, that's it. No, it's not it, is it? There was 8 things and I've only done 7. The last thing is what I just say, luggage. So that's how you're gonna carry all this stuff. Righto, enough of this bloody bullshit. Let me show you what all this that we've discussed looks like in reality. So I've grabbed out everything and they're all in their different categories. So the first thing that we did was the house. So our tent, there's an inner tent, a fly, there's poles, there is pegs in there and a little hammer. Boom, tent is done. Our pillow, I've got 2 pillows, but I've got a pillow, a sleeping mat and a chair. Now I've got a Helinox chair, but you can have something as simple as just a tripod. I used this for many years. Buy them at Kmart for $6. Boom. That's your house done. We'll jump to clothing. Boom. Socks, jocks and a t-shirt done up in an army style. I've done it like that for ages. Sometimes, like a lot of the times, I'll bring this and I won't even need them, and it just stays like that stays in the bag until the next bloody ride. Toiletries. Toilet paper, like I said, you can unroll this and just make it nice and flat, or use the biodegradable bloody wipes or whatever they are. There's the towel, that's one of those quick dry towels, and then in there is your toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, and a comb, and I've even got a little bit of soap in there. So look, really, really tiny. That gets the toiletries done. While we're here, we'll just grab the water. So you can, look, just these, they're cheap as bloody whatever. You can carry your water like that, or you can use something like that, or a combination. Now, as to how much water you take will depend on you, but whatever you think you should take, always take a little bit extra. It all depends on weather and stuff like that. So, the pantry, that was simple. Chunky soup, couple of those, that's your coffee, boom, that's done. The junk drawer, there's our little thing of bug spray, couple of fire lighters. Now these are bought ones. I use, normally I have the, what do you call it? Cotton buds with petroleum jelly on it, but I must admit these are really handy. They're very simple. A Bic lighter, or I've got a Soto lighter, so a lighter, and then a torch. So a torch like this one, boom, or a headlamp. I would go with a headlamp. It's way more functional when you're camping. Being on your head, you can be doing stuff and still seeing, whereas this, you got to put it in your mouth. Cool, that's our junk drawer done. All that leaves us, you know what I didn't bloody, in the house? I didn't, in here is a sleeping bag. Boom, sorry, missed that one. And the last thing was the kitchen. There's a simple pot, 1 cup, a spoon, that's actually a spoon spork. Now for the stove, in here is a wood stove, so you could just have something simple like that, or in this bag here, I have a simple, so that one of those canisters with the little adapter, so you can run your little stove on there like that. I think that was all I needed. Yep, that was it. So just that, boom, is your stove. And I think, guys, that's everything except there's my duffel bag to whack it all in. So with the duffel bag, obviously, you can use any bag. And if it's not looking like it's going to rain, it really doesn't have to be a waterproof one. If you don't have a waterproof one, put it in a heavy duty garbage bag. Hey presto, it's waterproof. So yeah, don't think that because you don't have some expensive bloody duffel bag, you can't go camping. I did a video, I went camping, I went and bought everything. I already had it, but I went, no, I'm gonna go to Kmart, and I think Kmart is where I got most of the stuff. I spent $100 and I was able to go camping overnight. I used a little penny stove that I made out of a can of Coke, and it worked brilliantly. I had a cheap, I think it was a $12 tent, a cheap bloody sleeping bag, a mattress, the whole kit and caboodle, and it only cost me $100. A really good video to watch. It was actually a fun camping trip. Righto, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set all this up now. Obviously time has got away from me. You can see the window there, it's night time. Tomorrow I will set all this up just so you can get a visual of, you go, Mark, it doesn't seem like there's enough there, but I think I'll give you an example of this is basically it all set up and what I can do with it. Here you go, guys, this is it. This is everything that I showed you, all set up. I'll grab another camera and we'll have a proper look at it. Okay, so here we go. So this is the tent. So we've got our chair, obviously. Boom, the tent is all opened up. Sorry about the bloody bird noise. There's our motorbike. Down here, kitchen, pantry, all under the vestibule. Obviously, the sleeping bed. I've whacked in a bloody helmet there just to gloves. Boots in the other side. Around here, we have the toilet paper and just yeah, your bathroom bloody stuff and junk drawer stuff as well. And as you can see, guys, this is a 2-man tent, and this will be something that we're going to be talking about in another video. What's the best tent to use when motorcycle camping? Well, there you go, guys. That's it. This is my basic, comfortable way to go motorcycle camping. It covers everything. You can do everything. So the next video that we're doing is, what should you do before you go on your first motorcycle camping trip? It should be popping up just down here. Righto, guys, remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.